Well, hello there. Welcome back. It's Tuesday, 4:30 a.m. I just got done editing today's vlog. Got my cup of coffee, and as I kind of mentioned yesterday, I've hit that kind of like that backstop of my current, obsessions, if you will. Like I said, Arc Raiders had a wipe, right? A reset of the game. And I'm very excited about it. But sitting here with my cup of coffee, waiting for the vlog to finish encoding, I would normally boot up Arc Raiders and jump into a raid or two. And actually what I want to do right now is watch a vlog. Watch some vlogs. Like I said, the pendulum swings, right? I'll be all in on something for a little bit, and then eventually it gets to the apex, and then the pendulum comes back. And that's where I'm at. Like I went through the swing of my video game phase, and I did New World, and then Arc Raiders, and all the hype of a new game. And now it's coming back, and I'm like, I just want to watch some vlogs. I just want to get cozy with some vlogs, man. Especially since I found so many new ones, and also because I've been kind of binge watching, trying to catch up. I feel like I'm kind of like on this journey with, Isaac and Russ and all these people. It's like I want to know what's going on. Also, Vlogtober's over, so the vlogs are actually going to slow down for a lot of people. So it should be easier to manage. Oh, I forgot. Bryce has got a new vlog. Let's watch Bryce's vlog.
Hello, my friend. Welcome back. It's Tuesday. Off to a fantastic start. Austin came in yesterday to help out. Travis had to bring the vet back anyway, so he decided to stick around and help out in the morning, just because. Not that we really needed him, but having both guys, all three of us there, we spent like 20 minutes just bullshitting, catching up, talking about kids, family, that sort of thing. So it's always nice, just low pressure bullshit session, with the bros. Literally the best part about working down there is being with my brothers. For years and years and years, I wanted to build an adult relationship with my brothers, being the oldest, moving out when I was 19 and never really moving back. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I think it's one of the reasons why it was such an easy decision for me to go work with them and try to be the big brother and quote unquote save them. And it's literally the driving force for me now is to get my brothers in a good place, get my dad in a good place. So, today's agenda. Should be a light day for the most part. I got all the afternoon shopping done in the morning like I usually do. Also, new protein snack. What? Cirque? Think outside the bar. Energy Bites. Peanut chocolate chip. It's got 10 grams of protein, 3 grams of fiber, 24 grams of carbs. A little high on the sugar, but it's from agave, so anyway, anytime I see something new like that from Costco, I always feel like I gotta try it out, especially when it's something somewhat healthy, right? Higher protein snacks. I'm always looking for that kind of stuff. So anyway, today's agenda. Get home, gonna go to the gym. Sierra might be going with me. She, she's young. She falls into that trap of like, it's the new year. I want to do, fitness or whatever. Which, I'm not knocking her. Like, let's go, girl. I'm ready. Your mom's ready. Your mom goes to the gym 5 days a week. I go to the gym 3 days a week. Like, let's go. You got a supportive family. We'll work out with you. We'll help you. We'll guide you. Whatever, right? And I'm no expert. I'm definitely not an expert. I'm very new, still learning. But Tiffany has always been somewhat into fitness, and more so in the last couple of years, where that's all she consumes now. All her content that she consumes, podcasts, Instagram, Facebook, it's all, fitness chicks, muscle mommies. Whether it's about working out or nutrition. And she consumes a lot, so it's not like she's down tunnel vision, in one small lane. She definitely consumes all kinds of different stuff. So she's like, so so-and-so said this, but then so-and-so said that. And she's like, it's interesting because this person didn't talk about this stuff when they mentioned this thing. And so she's learning that you got to kind of consume a lot of content to kind of form your own opinions and figure out who's legit and who's full of shit, And I'm happy that she's got something that she's into that's good for her, right? So anyway, going to the gym, and then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna watch the next episode of Stranger Things. So episode 5 of season 5, right? If you know, we just had an awesome cliffhanger moment there at the end of episode 4. So I'm looking forward to just getting to the next one. But my goal is to watch 1 today, possibly 2. I might be able to get through 2 episodes today if I watch one early enough and then watch one in the evening. And then that leaves me only 1 left for tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, we watch the finale. So I watched Bryce's vlog this morning, and just seeing him with that Action 5, I'm not regretting the Nano. The Nano serves its purpose. It's a POV camera, and you can put it in some cool places, and you can obviously strap it to your head, put it to your chest, that sort of thing. But now I want to play around with the action camera. Sierra and Bryce both have one, obviously. I see Sierra, Bryce is obviously going to take his with him to NAU. I don't necessarily see Sierra using hers all the time, so I definitely feel like I could borrow hers and try it out and use it for a couple days here and there. But I'm interested, I'm intrigued, because obviously I've seen a ton of people vlog with the Action 5, Action 4, now the Action 6. There's just a different feel about it. I love my Pocket 3, and I think no one will argue this, the Pocket 3 has a better image than the action cameras, but there's something about those action cameras that just look and feel different. Not to mention, it's just so much easier to set it down places, right? The Pocket 3 right now, I have my little tripod base that goes onto it, right? But this thing is I don't know, 8 inches tall? 7? I don't know. But it's tall and it's top heavy. So you have to have the tripod base to even set it down on certain surfaces so that it doesn't just fall over, right? It's not susceptible to falling over. But I don't know, it's such a long camera. Obviously it's much smaller than a DSLR, but I'm not using a DSLR. So there's advantages for having that action camera where it's just it's this big, and it's a cube, which means you can just set it down places and stick it places, and it's not really gonna go anywhere. Whereas this thing, I've tried using it sometimes. I'm setting it down and it's it wobbles and you stay, right? Or you put it on something that has any motion at all, it's gonna tip over, guaranteed. So pros and cons. text to someone who wants to pick up just a dozen bell peppers. She has a little hot dog cart, so she comes in here and just grabs like a couple onions, a couple tomatoes, because where she drops her cart is just down the road. So the problem is that we do everything by weight. So a dozen bell peppers, I couldn't tell you what it's going to cost because I don't know what it's going to weigh. So let's go weigh some bell peppers. Also, bell peppers come in different sizes, depending on where they come from, the time of year, the farm, how high in demand they are. So again, hard to say what they're going to cost, which is why we do pounds. A lot of times people will ask for cucumbers. Can I just get 2 cucumbers? It's like, okay, but 2 cucumbers that are this big are different than 2 cucumbers that are this big. Now I lost count. Hold on. What do we got? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So everybody says, oh. Just under 6 pounds, so we'll give her one more to make it an even 6. Boom. So 6 pounds, green bells. I think green bells right now delivered is like $1.25 a pound. So since she's picking them up, we'll just make it an even $1. So $6, 13 bell peppers. 12:20 p.m. My brother just left. Him and my dad went to the gym, but they go to the gym and then my brother goes home. My dad will come back to pick up Scooby. I'm pretty much done. I just ran my ACHs. I got actually one more I need to run, but all the invoices are in. It was a light day, obviously. I'm just waiting for that customer to come pick up her bell pepper. She said 1 o'clock, but she also said if I can't make it by 1, would you just leave it outside? I'm going to be here. I'll stay till 1. I'm just going to work on some order guides for customers that, the people that are ordering on the app next week. Like I said, I'm going to hit it hard next week, get the remaining customers on the app next week. So I'm just finishing up the order guides. But I kind of been thinking about getting a torta. I was watching Russ yesterday, one of his vlogs, and he was eating a torta, and I was like, oh, dude, I haven't had a torta in a while. Like, that's not my thing, right? Like, I go to a taco shop, I get tacos, right? Every once in a while, if they don't have, like, good tacos, but they got, like, a wicked good burrito, I'll get a burrito. But I'm a taco guy. But that torta sounded, like, looked good. And then I immediately remembered that my favorite taco shop actually has a really good torta. So do we make it Torta Tuesday? If I get out of here early enough, I could definitely do it. Because then I wouldn't ruin my dinner. Totally forgot. We have plumbers working on the plumbing for the building. New owners replacing all the plumbing, which is awesome. Sucks right now. They're basically, like, yesterday we had no toilets. We had to go across the street to use theirs. Today we had a working toilet, but they were still, like, just in and out, the kitchen, the bathrooms, just, working on the plumbing. And yesterday my dad kind of waited for them. And today he's like, yeah, I'm gonna get out of here early. I'm like, yeah, me too. And then I realized, oh wait, these guys are still here. So I let my dad go. He still dilly-dallied around and didn't get out as early as he should have. But anyway, they just kind of wrapped things up, and they said, well, we'll clean up outside, but we'll get out of here. We'll get out of here so you can lock up. I said, appreciate it. So 2:30. Now it's just a normal day, nothing special. I could have gotten out of there damn near 2 hours ago if I really, wanted to. Could have, I guess. But either way. So at this point, we're going to stick with our plan. We're going to go home, go to the gym, and watch Stranger Things. I didn't get a coffee, and now that it's 2:30, by the time I get home, it'll be after 3. That's too late to go and have a torta. If I have a torta, I'm not going to have dinner. That will be I'll have like a late night snack. But anyway, I'm not going to, we already have our chicken cooked. Tiff's, planning on making tacos. So, We'll save the torta for another day. Another day for the torta. Torta Thursday? Is that a thing? Tomorrow is Wednesday, and I'm thinking barbecue. I'm thinking Saucy Luke's. Maybe. We'll see. I've been kind of craving it, honestly. But Tiff's like not a fan. She doesn't want to do it. So I might just ditch her and do barbecue tomorrow if he's out there. I didn't get coffee, and I didn't grab the last juvie that was in the fridge at work. So might get home and make a mud water. Though I was like looking at a matcha. I happened to watch a video. He made a matcha, and I was like, oh man, I haven't had a matcha latte or mud water or anything matcha related in a while. And I'm like watching videos. I'm like, yeah, looking for a recipe. I'm like, ooh, that sounds good. I'll do that. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go home and make a matcha mud water. And then I just remembered literally just now, as I'm like getting in the car going home, looking forward to making that matcha. The matcha mud waters at work. It was literally on my desk. But the thing is, I don't have anything to make a latte with. Like I can just make the matcha, which is fine. It tastes fine by itself. I don't know why I brought the matcha to work and I left the original at home. I kind of feel like the original is actually better by itself than the matcha, but I don't know. Maybe the matcha, I don't know. Obviously, I grabbed the matcha for a reason, but it's been sitting at work for the last, I don't know, month, 2 months, and I haven't made one. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just take it back home. I don't know. The point of me bringing it to work was so that I had an option to make a mud water, and or a matcha at work. My dad has a kettle. I make my bone broth often, right? Bone broth is delicious, by the way. I really enjoy that. So anyway, I'm gonna go home and we'll just make a mud water, a regular mud water. All right, well, change of plans. It is about 3:30. I am gonna make a mud water, original. But I think, because I'm hungry, I didn't eat it. I didn't have enough food today. I'm going to eat some chips and salsa because I need to eat this salsa before it goes bad. And I'm just gonna go straight to Stranger Things. Like I said, 3 episodes left until the final episode. And I don't know how long they are, but they're longer. They keep getting longer, right? So I think I'm just gonna old school Clintus, sit and watch a show with chips and salsa. That's the move. We'll save the gym for next week. New Year's shit. Two servings on the dot. I'm glad that I'm getting another batch of this next week, or this next month. I'm on the subscription plan technically, but I don't need a can of that every month. I don't go through it that much. This is actually my original can that I got, which is just about out. I got the Rest, which is the nighttime one, which I like that, and then I have the matcha, which is at my office. The only one that I don't have is the turmeric one, the yellow one. And I was gonna get it this month, but I was like, I know I'm getting low on the original, and I do enjoy the original. So I was like, we'll get the original, and then next month I'll get the turmeric one. And again, the part of the reason I didn't get that this month is because I just got a turmeric ginger bone broth. So I've already got a little bit of a turmeric thing going on. Don't necessarily need a drink for it right now, but it smells really good with the chocolate chip cookie dough creamer. Spot on.
The summary of a movie we've all seen. It's an oddly relevant movie, Steve.
All right, so we're watching season 5, episode 5, chapter 5, Shock Jock. It's only an hour long. I guess these episodes aren't as long as I thought. I thought they said at some point it was going to get longer, but this one's only an hour, so we definitely get through this one and possibly the next one today without a problem.
created by Vecna's.
This is delicious, by the way. The kids have returned from the mall, and Bryce went some shopping.
I got some goodies.
Got some goodies.
Got a new nice thick soft
I like
flannel.
that color. I like that color.
Yeah, it's I feel like a color I don't see very often. Go with my Timbs.
Little candle action.
Little candle. It was like regularly $27, but I got it for about $8. 27, yeah. That's what's on the bottom. It smells. It's very manly candle.
That's the classic boy candle.
Yeah, I'll probably bring it to the dorm. I got one the other day to leave here because my one here is running out. But our little wax melter up in the dorm is kind of annoying to keep up with because you got to turn it off, let it like solidify, and then scoop it out. So candles are nice. And then new Vans. Mason got like a black pair of these that I really like. They had like silver laces and like a silver side. But I already have like black Sambas, and then Sarah got me the navy blue Gazelles, which look similar to these. So I was like, I'll get the white ones. I don't have white like Sambas or white shoes like this yet. So nice and like tiny, like not a big.
Yeah, I like those.
Base.
I like those.
Oh, one more. And then a thermal, the blank gray thermal from Hollister for layering. I've never really worn, because I never had thermals, but I want to wear a thermal under a t-shirt, like a regular short sleeve, long sleeve under short sleeve. So, yeah.
Very nice. Nice haul. So I just finished Stranger Things episode 5 and 6. So I have one last episode before the last episode. So I told Sierra to finish. I don't know where she left off. She actually is in like halfway, almost done with episode 5. So she has to finish episode 5 and do 6. I told her to do that tonight. And then tomorrow when I get home from work, we'll watch episode 7. And then at 6 p.m. our time, the three of us will sit down and watch the final episode together. Dinner time. Last night I grilled up these chicken thighs on the grill. And so Tiff's doing some like fajita veggies. And we're going to make some like quesadillas / corn crisps. Because I like my corn tortillas. Final product. Boom. And Sierra's watching episode 5. So Sierra and I end up watching episode 7 tonight. So we are all caught up on Stranger Things. The final episode comes out tomorrow. A lot of oohs and ahs and what's the final episode going to be, right? There's a lot of different stuff going on. There's questions that I have based on things we've seen, but just little glimmers, little glimpses. So we're all very excited to watch. So it drops at 6 p.m. our time tomorrow. So the plan is Tiffany got a pizza today at Costco, so we're going to have pizza tomorrow. We're going to watch Stranger Things, the final episode. And then I think Sierra and I are going to do Legos. Kind of done that the last couple of years. There may or may not be a live stream. I don't know yet if we're gonna do that. I might talk to her. Maybe we'll do like a collab live stream or something like that, where she streams and I stream and we stream together or something like that. I don't know. We'll do something. But at the very least, there will be a vlog, obviously. So stay tuned for that. I've got I think 2 orders to put in, so I'm gonna do that while I import this footage and kind of get things rolling for tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. As always, you're the best. Don't forget that, okay? I'll see you tomorrow for New Year's Eve.